Welcome to Tarot Tuesday for the week of July 7th. This is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. Take what resonates, and if this reading doesn't speak to you, go check out your other two signs videos for deeper messages. So Sagittarius, we are here in Cancer season under a Mercury retrograde, also in Cancer. And today we have Neptune going retrograde in Aries. Neptune being an outer planet, we don't feel it as much as we would, say, this Mercury retrograde. And we are also getting this compilation of energy, this stellium moment in Cancer. On the 13th, we have the Sun conjunct Mercury. And then we also have the moon, new moon in Cancer happening the very next day. So all of this energy of the Sun, moon, and Mercury create a stellium moment. The other energy going on this week, on the 9th, we have Venus moving into Virgo, and Venus in Virgo is this more grounded, earthy way that we relate to other people. So while you may not be able to fully communicate things with this Mercury retrograde energy going on, you're at least going to feel connected a bit more. Yeah, so let's see what we got going on for Sagittarius. This week I'm using the Enchanted Map Oracle, as it is my bluntest deck, my most honest deck. And yeah, so here you are, you're the bone collector right off the bat. So bone collector, first card of this deck, think of it as like that magician where this bone collector has spent their whole life gaining wisdom through things that have come to pass. And this is saying that if you feel like you're hitting any walls about where to go, what to do, the bone collector is asking you to pause. Hit the pause button and just witness what is going on around you, because these next steps are there to take. You just have to pause and collect that inner wisdom that you have, yeah? Wizard of Awareness, you're doing pretty good, Sagittarius. So you're coming from this place of, observation. Sagittarius, not everything needs to be said. I remember this one time I was with a Sagittarius somewhere, and it's like you speaking, you just spewing things out of your mouth hole is not, I'm sorry, buddy, you're not a Sag. Anyways, you spewing things out of your mouth isn't always seen as high intelligence. Having something to say is not always high intelligence. Being able to quietly observe and gain wisdom is a sign of high intelligence as well. So Sagittarius, think before you speak. Think before you act, is a moment. Moonlight, so like I said, we got a new moon by basically the next time we meet. And this is asking you have 3 cards now, Sagittarius, that are asking you to go within and reflect. That is what retrogrades are about, is reflecting, reassessing things. And you're being asked to, if you can do this reassessment, you can come out bone collector level of, able to take this wisdom that you've gathered and turn it into something that you can use down the line. Ride the wave. So at least you got this card right side up, because the only times it's come up this week during this retrograde has been reversed. So Sagittarius, this is you really being able to ride this Mercury retrograde without the chaotic wave that normally comes with it, without the hiccups in your communication, technology, transportation. You are riding the waves. You are, if you have flights, arriving an hour or 2 early to prepare for any delays, things like that. This is you, it's that inhale and exhale. So sometimes you're riding that peak up, and sometimes you just gotta kind of rest and relax into the space. And that's what you're doing. So Sagittarius, this looks like a decent week for you if you can go inward versus outwardly, externally like trying to get a lot of shit done. Yeah. So that is what the Enchanted Map Tarot has for you. But I'm going to pull one more card from the Healing Waters Oracle deck as we are in Cancer season. And it is greatly a time to get into your body. Yeah. So let's see, get into your healing inner waters. So let's see what we've got for Sagittarius. The Mist. Trust your inner compass. Be led from within. So this is just tripling down for you right now, Sagittarius, that this is not a time of external action. The work this week is internal. This is a time to, even if it's taking like 5 minutes to yourself. I know that for some people it's hard, especially if you have like kids in the household, or just, yeah, a lot of people, roommates even, can be like kids. You've got to just take 5 minutes, pause, where you can collect yourself, really assess all of that inner wisdom that you're gaining, your intuition, and trust that you are taking the right actions. Yeah, that is what I have for you this week, Sagittarius. I hope that helps. It was a relatively good read despite all the retrogrades if you stay focused on your own goals. Yeah, and I'll see you next time. Bye.